The Creeper is back, but this time he needs the unborn child of a Mary Sue for reasons. Yep, looks like the Jeepers Creepers franchise is going down the Halloween 6 path because that worked out so well before. Well, get ready for a modern retelling of Jeepers Creepers rewritten. Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. Yes, it is the month of October. It is Halloween month. We're going to cover nothing but horror films for this whole month, and I'm pumped for it. Here we are, a new Jeepers Creepers film. I'm a big fan of this franchise, purely because of the monster. I think the creature is one of the best on-screen creatures in horror. Hands down, for me. This retelling, recall, whatever you want to bloody call it, reboot, is directed by Timo. I'm not going to even fucking attempt to pronounce that last name. He's directed a few short films here and there, and except his one feature film, I believe, is called Iron Sky. We open the film on an elderly couple driving through the countryside, played here by genre legends Dee Wallace and Gary Graham. This part of the film is a retelling of the first film, and they witness the Creeper dumping a body in his compost, because he's taken global warming seriously. The Creeper, of course, cracks the shits at this and then chases them down. They then outrun the Creeper, of course, but decide to do a U-turn and go back to the Creeper's mansion to make sure that he separated the plastics from the paper, which, of course, can only go well. Then, snap! We find out that this whole segment was a reenactment on an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. And then we meet our two leads here. They are the modern couple here. Mr. Exposition by the name of Chase, who apparently is a massive horror nerd, and his girlfriend Lainey, who is the key to everything. We learn within 5 minutes that they're on the way to a horror convention where the Creeper legend all began, apparently. Chase wants to propose to Lainey. We find out that Lainey is preggers with Chase's baby, and that the 3 original films in this franchise were just films in this timeline. They didn't actually happen. They were just movies based on the Creeper legend. Fuck you. Thank you, Hollywood. The Creeper wakes up after a 23-year bender and goes to find his first victim. And wouldn't you know it, Lainey's best friend just happens to be in town for reasons. As soon as we see Lainey's best friend, he's giving off massive jock douchebag vibes, driving a sports car, having his polo shirt, what he's wearing and acting and stuff, and then he opens his mouth, and then we discover that he's the super gay BFF. The Creeper then commits a hate crime, and then on with the movie. The couple arrive into town and meet voodoo psychic Mama Shabubu, who gives them directions to their hotel room, and she's clearly not a cult leader. She sends them on their way, gets on the phone, and ominously says to her friends, they have arrived.
A little on the nose, don't you think?
Then we get a cosplay Pretty Woman outfit montage. I'm not kidding. That happens. Afterwards, though, Lainey begins to start getting visions of, cult activity. Obviously nothing to do with the lady they just met. The couple then go to this outdoor horror festival that's populated by insufferable assholes who look like they're extras out of a Rob Zombie movie. And these people don't look like real horror fans, they look like the kind of people who would beat up horror fans. At this convention, Lainey discovers that she's really good at throwing those Creeper ninja stars. I wonder if this will come back into play later on in the film. Then Mama Shabubu rigs a raffle so our protagonist couple can win, and then spend the night in the Creeper's creepy mansion, and have to last the night, and if they go till daybreak, they win a prize or something, and all of this is going to be streamed online, mind you. This sounds familiar. Then we meet our disposable cannon fodder of the movie. Not Bill Moseley, Manic Dream Asian Pixie Girl, and not Taika Waititi. The Creeper then goes full-blown Jack Torrance in the mansion and starts picking them off one by one. Lainey then gets some convenient flashes of what the cult want and what the Creeper wants out of her, because we've got to wrap this shit up. Apparently the Creeper wants her unborn baby for reasons. I guess it says something like they've got to take its life force or something. Lame! We then get a convoluted fight between Lainey and the Creeper, where she uses her sick Creeper ninja star throwing skills, where she deafens the Creeper, blinds the Creeper, while Chase and not Bill Moseley are on the roof of the mansion, use the peak of it, the rod or whatever it is, to impale the Creeper down below. Wow, lucky that plan worked out without a hitch.
Oh, I see. Then everything is wrapped up in a neat little package.
This film is fucking garbage. It felt very much like an early 2000s slasher movie. There's a shitload of Dutch angles, and not the cool kind, the kind that you would find in a 90s goth rock band music video. We also see way too much of the creature itself. It was always mysterious in the previous films, like hidden in the shadows, and we only got a glimpse of it here and there. But here he's all out in the open, loud and proud, showing everyone the costume. I thought the Creeper looked a little bit off too in this film, kind of like when they recast Pinhead for the later Hellraiser movies. And then lo and behold, doing a bit of research, the Creeper was not played by the usual Jonathan Breck, who's always played the role for the previous 3 films. No, this time they've recast the Creeper, and it's played by Jaru Benjamin. The acting all around is fucking horrendous. I mean, it's a horror film, it doesn't have to be Oscar-worthy, I know that, but this is really bad. For a horror film, that's saying something. We get like a high school production of acting scared. The usual edgy dialogue you would get out of a really shit horror film. People yelling at each other constantly like, "Shut the fuck up! Okay, let's talk about this." And dumb back and forth like, "Where is she? I don't know. But where is she? I don't know. Where is she? I don't know." Fuck me dead. The actress who played Lainey, though, Sydney Craven, she was okay. Wait a minute. Sydney Craven? The boyfriend character, Chase, however, was god-awful. He was so bad and very pushy. It also felt like 2 different movies, not only in characterization, but in tone. The first half with Lainey, who was, caring, quirky, and lovable, and the film somewhat looked like an actual movie. But then the second half, Lainey became this bitter, usual Hollywood trope of female heroes nowadays, becoming insufferable, and the film looked way off, like it was all filmed on a green screen. It was crisp and clean, and all the surroundings looked like cheap Halloween decorations. It all looked obviously filmed on a set, in a sound studio. And the lighting was way off. There was absolutely horrible CGI too. The majority of the film looked like it was, filmed like Sin City or The Spirit, but those films were purposely not realistic or grounded. It was a stylistic choice, but this was just bad. If I had to sort of pinpoint like the feel and look of the film, I'd say it's a mix of Halloween Resurrection, House of a Thousand Corpses, and Hellraiser Hellworld. In my cinema, it was pretty well populated, probably because it was only 1 session for the whole day, and now I know why. 12 people actually walked out. Me and my friend counted. It is definitely the worst looking horror film of 2022. And the movie is only 88 minutes, but fuck me, it felt like 3 hours. But yeah, that's our first Halloween review for the month of Halloween, and it was shit. Like I said before, I'm a big Jeepers Creepers fan. I love the creature, but even this, he looked pretty shit. Anyway, guys, write down below if you're a Jeepers Creepers fan, if you've seen this film, if you're interested in it, and yeah, what's your favourite installment? And if you've made it this far into the episode, please give me a thumbs up, because your love and support keeps me going, because I just love movies, and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon, because we give out episodes weekly, and we'll see you back here next week for the next horror review. And until then, stay spooky, kids.